welcome to the Eclectic Collection. Today we have episode 98, Unpredictable. So what is unpredictable? A lot of things are unpredictable. I mean, you can't really figure out who's going to win the lottery, because I just didn't, or the World Series, although people would argue that, or any big sporting event or whatnot. But one of the biggest things that is completely unpredictable, and yet we mere mortals think that we have some type of influence over it, is the weather. We always think that we can control or predict at least the weather. So let's talk about meteorologists. Now, okay, no disrespect. I know they go to school. I know they train for this. I know it's a real job. But if it isn't the best butt of every joke, I don't know what is, because the weather is literally chasing the dragon and people go to school for this. Like, I guess they could predict things, but at the same token, they're rarely right. And from what I hear, paid well. And yet they're kind of a personality too. So it's like a celebrity that is essentially compensated to never be accurate. So I kind of think I'm a little jealous. All joking aside, I have no idea why people insist on outdoor events. And that's just me coming from a place of education for years, and, you know, graduation finally got moved indoors because they were sick of wondering, as well as being in the entertainment business for 30 years and just never wanting to gamble on some couple's wedding. And it's always that way. And people choose these outdoor venues, which is another rant for another time that I've totally talked about in 20 other things. But to think that you're going to predict, control, navigate whatever it is with weather, it's just not possible. It's fate laughing in our faces. No matter what, it's going to do what it wants to do. And lately, it's been doing that a lot more often. I find this to be an incredibly rainy season that I never knew existed, at least up here in the Northeast, more than I've ever seen in a summer. And last winter, we had absolutely no snow. We had flurries maybe twice and absolutely no snow, which was weird. So I don't know. Is Earth going to blow up soon? Probably. I have no idea. Between whatever's melting and whatever's on fire, I feel like something is either constantly and always now a hurricane, a tsunami, a rogue wave, or there's a forest on fire somewhere. It's just constant and it's everywhere. Canada had a lot of troubles to the point where we were smelling and seeing all the soot and ash that was like a weird color, and that kind of came all the way down to the Northeast. I never expected that. Out west in California, there was trouble with fires and things. It's just bananas. Like, I never remember this growing up. Yeah, you had big snowstorms or ice storms and weather according to the pattern, but I never had really cold nights on a summer or really hot days in the middle of winter or no snow at all. We always had at least something. It was just weird. So I think whatever predictability there was is gone, and now it's a complete free-for-all. You might as well throw darts at a wall. Every year that I go to Mickey World, it's a joke because there's going to be rain. It's just Florida. And that's what everybody says. Yeah, it's just Central Florida. It might get rain, might get a hurricane, might not, no. And there's really no way to predict it or think about it at all. So the fact that there's people that study on purpose to do this and get upset when it's not right kind of is almost laughable, because what makes anybody want to go into that? I mean, studying the patterns is cool, and I'm sure they've gained tons of information on warning signs and things on how to predict hurricanes, tornadoes, what have you. But it's very scary. I mean, I think of the movie Twister, and it's like, well, you just don't know where it's going to go, and then, oh, it's not where you thought. Oh, it shifted pattern. So there's every graph and chart in the world is not going to end up telling you what it should do or how fast. That's the other thing. So weather is just one of those sort of moments where you're not able to really get a grasp on it, and it's laughing at you the entire time. I think that if you had to really place bets on, say, the lottery or gambling, you probably have better odds than the weather, which is sad, but pretty true. And I have to say, we've known some local weather people in Philadelphia area. They're really cool and they're very nice, and they would always say, it's a very difficult job. And I'm thinking, yeah, it's really difficult because people are constantly screaming at you and upset with you. And I just think of how many times we had to pack up chairs and move them inside because the wedding was about to happen, or we had to put up a tent or shut down something, or quick, don't let the electrical equipment go near the water, like generally a bad combo. So That's my rant on weather. I just feel like it's getting crazier and worse. Maybe not in a day after tomorrow sort of way, but it really seems like it. I mean, the sharks alone, I'm obsessed with sharks, and the sharks alone are sort of an indicator. The animals are gone bananas because they're like biting people and coming close to shore in Jersey and Cape Cod. Like, that's hilarious. Cape Cod was where they filmed Jaws on purpose because it's too cold and there's no sharks ever. And now there's actual sharks there. And forget about Florida and North Carolina. People are getting bitten all the time. Not to mention like killer murder hornets and mosquitoes and weird things that are coming about from different weather patterns. But it's just all over the place. And you might as well throw darts. It's very scary. If you liked what you heard today, check out eclecticcollectionpodcast.com or listen to us on your preferred platform. I'm Terry Tenaglia. Thanks for listening.